Mishka, a few days have passed since your encounter with Ukko, and over the last couple days, you've found yourself feeling closer to Ukko. You just sort of always have a feeling like you know exactly where he is on the ship, and whenever you talk to him in person, you just feel like an emotional bond with him that you didn't feel before. Like you are able to completely empathize with him whenever you're talking to him, no matter what the subject is about. And it's sort of a strange, very noticeable change happening for you. And maybe you and Ukko have talked about it. This is the process of you guys bonding and becoming closer. So it's a little weird, but a few days have passed and you're kind of getting used to it. So now you're up, kind of stretching your legs. Maybe you've been sitting in the pilot seat for a few hours, making sure you guys are staying on course. But you get up, you stretch your legs, you take a walk through the ship, and as you turn a corner, you find Navessah arm deep in a compartment that you didn't know existed. It looks like she's taken one of the panels off of the wall and has found this compartment hidden inside of the wall of the ship.
Oh, I did not know that was there. Did you lose something?
No, when I was digging around trying to find some information on Gulta, the moon we're looking for, I did find in the steward case files a report involving the Sundering Eclipse, actually.
Oh.
I sent off some information to some contacts that I have, trying to see if they would be willing to share anything with me. But tell me, Mishka, do you know what this ship was used for prior to your owning it?
Oh, to be honest, I didn't really pry too much. I knew it was with the stewards for a while. Figured someone probably lost it, or it was stolen, or never recovered, or something. I don't know, but I figured it was mostly just used for deliveries, like I do.
Most transport ships usually don't have hidden compartments like this unless they're used for more unseemly activities like smuggling and the like. I tried asking Cooper, and it seems that a lot of his databanks have been corrupted prior to the restoration efforts that the stewards have done on him. Tell me, Mishka, has Cooper's AI always been the same since you've come into possession of the Sundering Eclipse?
Do you mean his unique personality and appearance?
Yes, that.
Yes, he was installed that way when I first got it, and it worked perfectly fine. So I didn't feel any need to change or update him, and I thought it was kind of fun and charming, so I kept it.
I see. Well, given the information on this report, I kind of bring up my little personal comm unit, and I just forward the report to Mishka so that he can look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking prior to its impound with the stewards, this might have been a pirate vessel.
Ah, that makes sense.
Out of curiosity, the markings on the outside of the ship, have you bothered to update those at all?
No. Most of the paint has been scraped off by the stewards, and, I didn't really bother painting over them. They were pretty faint anyway. But I felt the same when it was, kind of charming. I didn't really feel the need to change it. I'm not a very flashy guy, so... the ship worked perfectly fine. It flies good.
I see. Well,
Do you think it's a problem?
Potentially. This is an older ship, and if you have any sort of identifying markers that those who have a longer lifespan might recognize this as the markings of a pirate vessel, it could potentially cause issues in the future.
Well, most of the markings are off on the outside. Like I said, they were scraped off pretty good. The only markings are mainly inside. And he just kind of points to one of the symbols, which is a barrel with an eclipsed sun in the center of it.
I'm not too worried about it. This information seems fairly dated, so...
Yes, I haven't had any trouble with it yet.
Well, I'll continue looking around, and hey, I found some neat hiding spots if we ever need to keep something out of sight.
Yeah, it could be more cargo space.
Yes, and I'll keep you updated if I learn any new information about this vessel.
And as if on cue, Cooper's voice rings into the cargo bay. Yar, Navessah, I've found some information you might find interesting.
Oh, go ahead, Cooper.
I ran the information you fed me across my database, and the name Chupersk did come up. However, the only information I could find were some keywords that were less than flattering.
Go ahead and read off the keywords.
Binkled. Varb. Spet remold. Sejika. Stinky. Things of this nature.
That was strange.
I see. So those are probably, I guess, remnants of the former patient named Rix.
Maybe the pirates were not fans of the original owner, eh?
The name Rix also lit up a few of my databases, and it seems that he was indeed in charge of this vessel for quite some time. However, there was not any specific information I could recover.
Oh, thank you, Cooper. That is more than I was expecting to get. I appreciate it.
Hey, Mishka, how can I make Cooper stop calling me Gunner, cause it's really getting on my nerves.
Oh, was that Ukko?
What are you talking about? Ukko's...
I didn't hear my comm go off.
I think last I saw he was in the mess hall. He sure does eat a lot.
Hello?
Right, sorry.
Did you learn psychic powers too?
Yeah, now that we are bonded, as long as we remain pretty close, we can actually speak within our minds.
On Castrovel.
Sorry. I was talking to Ukko, I guess.
And at this point, like, I think that kind of like genuinely like piques Navessah's interest.
Shall we go talk to Ukko, I guess? Oh, and also, Cooper, can you please refer to the gunner as Ukko Taranis-Bronte?
I, Pilot Mishka, registering gunner's name as Ukko Taranis-Bronte.
Ukko is in the mess hall, like, trying to get into a fridge that Cooper won't open or something due to rationing for making it to this place.
Come on! Oh, hey.
Were you talking to me in my head?
Yeah, right, as I said, sorry about that. That's part of the bonding. So, just focus on me and speak in your head. Pretty simple.
Ah, cool.
So, Cooper, can I please just have a little more? I'm still hungry.
No. Ukko Taranis-Bronte has already consumed his allotted rations for the day.
There's a little smile as he's like,
Alright, that's fine, Cooper. Thanks, Mishka.
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, Navessah, I guess Ukko and I can communicate telepathically now.
He's my bonded.
Oh, really? She's like kind of like half listening to you, but like she's brought up her like comm and she's taking notes because I don't know how much she would know about the Dragonkin.
You can roll a culture check if you want to see
Sure.
if you're familiar with this process at all.
Well, a 21 is pretty good.
That is pretty good. Yeah, you've heard of Dragonkin bonding. The Skyfire Legion works pretty closely with the stewards as well, so you may have even encountered some bonded pairs during your work.
So yeah, so I think it's either like come across in my work or even like learned about in psychic school.
Sure.
Maybe a combination of the two. Oh yes, Dragon Kid bonded pairs. I did not realize that you were unbonded, Ukko. I was always wondering when the two of you would
Well, you know, it just kinda happened.
It's not like that.
I know, Ukko, I'm just messing with you.
Oh, right, yeah.
It seems logical. You two are both adept fighters, and admittedly, I'm a little relieved that the two of you can speak telepathically, so that way, if it comes down to a situation where we need to be quiet, I don't just have to play a game of telephone between the two of you, if need be, so...
Ah, smart.
Yep, that's definitely why I did it.
Yeah, I asked Ukko if maybe we can do like a three-way bond, but I guess we cannot do that.
There is not...
I don't think it works like that, Mishka.
Ukko will like look at Navessah as genuine a face as he can make.
Be like, I'm very sorry, we cannot bond a third into our bond pairing.
I think at this point, like, Navessah has probably started to, like, over-explain the science of it to Mishka.
And if you combine that with the basic magics that fuel telepathy,
yeah, okay.
you can understand why a bond of this type can only accommodate 2 participants.
Yes, sure.
Anyway, I guess I'm not going to be getting another sandwich, so if you all are done in the cargo hold, I'm going to go swing my trident around and stay in tip-top shape.
Were you still investigating, Navessah?
I mean, I think I've turned the place over as best as I can, and I've only found 3 hidden compartments so far.
Ooh. I wonder if there's any more.
I mean, if you wanted to keep rummaging around with me, I'm sure you know the ship far better than I would.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd never really looked. It never really occurred to me that there might be some hidden ones, but I think I know a few places where there might be some, actually.
Yeah, Mishka and Navessah, you guys spend the next few days searching through the ship. You do manage to find a couple more hidden compartments that are empty and dusty, but could be useful later on if you need to be sneaky about something, maybe. All the while you're doing this, you just hear some death metal coming from the cargo bay as Ukko is down there swinging around his trident.
I love this thing!
If you want more Dice Versa, check us out at patreon.com/diceversa. We release bonus content for every episode, like deleted scenes and episode commentary. You can also join our growing community by joining the Dice Versa Discord server. Find the link in the video description.